Greetings and welcome back, everybody, to another little video of Roger's pickups. This is my second video of pickups. This last month or so has been kind of tight on the funds, so I really wasn't picking up that much. But when I look at the stack of everything I got, it looks like I got a pretty good haul for what little I spent. And here we go, talking about money again. I always says, you know, what's the point of saying what you got it for? Because 10 years, hopefully if we're all still here, 10 years down the line when people hopefully will be watching these videos, they'll go, wow, he got a good deal on that. I can buy the movie now for a penny. I don't know. But anyway, let's just get on with it so my videos aren't too long. Yeah, we did some pickups. Amazon had, you know, the old $5.99, $4.99, and even down real low prices. And so I made the opportunity to pick up some filler titles for my collection, little movies that I wanted, that I used to have back when I had DVD and videos or VHS, and I just wanted to, you know, pick up these and have them in the collection. So the first off, it's a John Singleton movie. I believe it was the first one that really made people notice him. I think this was it. It's Boyz in the Hood. I really liked this movie when it first came out. I had it on laser. Everything about it, everything, the style, the look of it, the feel of it, was a very unique at its time for this movie. It wasn't just this raw, gritty gang film. There was a whole heart to it, and some really great, touching performances. And I recently, when I picked this up, I did put it in. I wanted to watch it again, and I actually made a little comment on my Facebook page saying that, you know, in the first 2 minutes of this, which starts out with a black screen, and you hear some gangbangers basically getting ready to go to some place and do a drive-by, a shoot, and then there's some statistics that come on the screen about how blacks are killing blacks. You know, the statistics are pretty much what we're going through now, that is not so much talked about. And what I was saying is, I believe this thing came out like in '98. I'm just guessing because I can't see. But it was just really a shame I stopped the movie, and it starts with them as very little kids, this little tiny group of kids, like in 10, 11, 12, maybe not even 12, and they're so comfortable with finding a dead body in their neighborhood. And what I said in my little comment, I'm going way too long with this. What I said in my comment was, it's just a shame that in all these years, since '98 up to 2015, we're still dealing with gang crime and but some great performances. Cuba Gooding, again, I think this was one of his first before Show Me the Money, and he won the award. But just a great movie. If you haven't seen Boyz in the Hood, check it out. Don't be turned off being it's a, you know, African American gang movie and that. No, there's some great stuff in there. There really is. This, I heard, was recently remastered or retransferred somehow. The original release of this movie didn't have the best transfer, and then recently I was talking to Skinslip, and he says even this isn't still the best transfer it could be, but I popped it in and it looked great. And I've only seen the DVD version, so I never really seen the earlier Blu-ray that came out. But this was the newest one that came out, and I jumped on it because it was a nice price, cheapo eco. I didn't open up Boyz. I'll show you that real quick. But this movie, I was thrilled by the visuals, the dreamscape. Visuals, and D'Onofrio's character, and you know, people are turned off by is it Ben Affleck and no, Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Lopez, but I had no problem with him. I thought it was a cool little movie, sci-fi-ish, I guess. Well, on the edge of sci-fi, maybe. Well, yeah, because it was the whole dream going in and that consciousness, but I do like it. And I'm glad. And again, real cheap, so it fits in there with the C's now. Boyz in the Hood. No cheapo eco, but it does have a cool shot there of Ice-T. Is that Ice-T? Ice Cube. Ice Cube. Gosh, I get the ices mixed up. At least he's not Vanilla Ice, right? This is a favorite comedy that was shot in Chicago, and when I heard that, and there were reports on the news when they were shooting in certain areas down in the city, that it piqued our interest, people in Chicago, and it's like, oh, we got to see this movie. It's Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, and they're comedy cops, and they're driving along on the L tracks and stuff like that. Yeah, and this has Joey Pantoliano and oh geez, some other people in here that you know, but it's a fun movie. It's a great little buddy cop movie. R-rated, I believe. Kino Lorber, you did this, but oh yeah, R-rated. And back in the day when they did some really raw cop comedies, and Running Scared is cool. Not to be confused with the I was going to say Paul Dano, but the Paul Walker Running Scared movie about the missing gun and trying to get the gun back. Just very basic Kino Lorber disc. But I'm glad they did this. I'm glad they released that finally. Yeah, so that's there. This is another one. This is a Scorsese film that I did want in my collection. I saw it, and I didn't predict the ending. So when the ending did come, and it was talking about Shutter Island, when the ending did come, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. But if you really kind of maybe think back, you're like, well, some scenes won't make sense because he can't really be there, and those, so, but you put it aside. I thought this was very, wow, the music, the opening shots going into the hospital, the institution, and that very Hitchcockian and very Bernard Herrmann-ish in its score, which really helped. I really liked the style of the film, the look of this film, and I'm glad it came down and I picked it up. It's a cheapo eco. There's the disc. It has the ultra-violent code in here, ultra-violent. But I don't know if this is expired. Mustard team code by 3 of 16. So what do you say, folks? Anybody want one? This is just a pickup video, but I'm going to give you a code to Shutter Island if you've never seen it. Here we go. Let it focus. Whoa. There we go. Still the image if you want. Get the code. And you're very welcome. I don't use the codes. And if you're familiar with my videos, my Defending My Collection, where I go through all my Blu-rays, I do give codes out. And if you do redeem it, send me a little message, and in my next video, I will give you a shout out and say, hey, so-and-so got the code, and good for you, and enjoy the movie. This covers, the plastic is a little dinged up on this. The paper inside ain't bad, but I don't... got dinged, but what do you want? It's a low-priced movie. Wow, I got to go fast. Well, no, we're only 10 minutes. Okay, Roger's doing good today. This wasn't a favorite of mine. I wasn't that big of a musical fan, but this was one of those movies that seemed to always be an event when it was aired on television. My family would sit down and watch Music Man or Cabaret even. But West Side Story was one of them, and a winner of a lot of Academy Awards, and some beautiful people in it, and I love the look of it, the theatrical look of it, the Hollywood set look of the film. And the music, there's quite a bit of quite a few songs in here that I do like, and I do remember really liking, Officer Krupke and Tonight, all those. Good stuff. And this is the 50th anniversary edition, which comes with the DVD, the Blu-ray, and then I believe it's an extras, special features disc. It really is loaded with extras. In the red there, you can see. You can go online and see what the extras are. But this thing was like $4.99, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy it. Why not? And in the same notion, when I bought that through Amazon, it's like, oh, Music Man, yeah. Oh, so they're in the save for later. So when the price comes down, I'll probably end up picking those up. This is a movie I really loved, and I thought his performance was award-winning. Unfortunately, neither the picture nor the actor got a nomination. Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. Pretty creepy little film about a a guy looking for work in the news business as a crime scene or a accident, like a news cameraman going out there, and he realizes that there's competition between other news cameramen to get the right footage, and then how the news organizations change the footage or announce what is happening by manipulating and that. You've seen the movie if you're smart, or if you watch a lot of movies. And when this came out, I believe it was last year, it got a lot of critical acclaim. People liked it. I'm Russian. This comes with the slipcover. I was very happy because this did come down in price, and I didn't expect it to come with the slipcover, and it did. So I was very pleased with it. I'll open it up. Oh, here's another doodly-doo. Comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray. Nothing else special inside. Ends. I went through the ends. We're going to do the P's today. Maybe later I'll give the UV code for that. But I believe most people who have seen this movie and like this movie already have seen it and have it, either on their streaming devices saved. I don't know. You save the files, I guess. And or the physical copy. Next one, it was I still haven't seen this, but this is a movie that also got a lot of good word when it did come out. Not one of these big Hollywood sci-fi blockbuster special effect deals, although there are some pretty sharp and cool special effects in this movie from what I've seen from the trailer. And it was after the trailer and after I read a lot about it, not too much because I'm not spoiled. I don't like to spoil myself, but this did go on the must-have list eventually. The must eventually, when the price comes down, close parentheses, on the list. I'm talking about Ex Machina. And again, another one that came way down in price, under $10, and it came with the slipcover, a beautiful quality. I mean, it's not dinged or anything. It's beautiful. I love the black and then the shininess of the what do they call that? But anyway, here's the cover and another UV code. Yeah, with a cheapo eco case. Boy, there's a lot of UV codes on these, and I'm not giving it out. No, not now. I'll do it later if I remember. Can I do that on YouTube? If I just went through and pulled all the UV codes from my movies and just did a video of UV code giveaway, and just, that would be a boring video, but maybe there'll be people out there to go, hey, I got all these movies for free. I've been collecting this series since it's been coming out on Blu-ray. I'm going to do a spotlight video on this series much later because I have lots to talk about it. I've seen all available shows from the past, and like I said, when the new series started up in 2005, I believe, I wasn't buying the movies or the Blu-rays because they weren't coming out. It wasn't until a later season that they started coming out with the Blu-rays. And this last season, I did not pick up. These seasons are quite expensive, and they don't seem to come down in price very often. But this did come down much more than it usually did. So I was like, well, now's the time to jump on it. And I'm going to kick myself if Black Friday comes and this will even go down below 50. But I got this just a little over 50, and I just wanted to complete the collection since the new season will be starting up in a couple months. I'm talking about the Doctor Who. This is the new Peter Capaldi intro season. And it's beautiful. I love the little clockwork gears that are embossed that come out, and I'm touching her little boob there. Can't do that. It's cool. I like the old the way it's, each disc has its own little thing. It's not sliding in or anything like that. Peter Capaldi, again, I'll talk more about when I do a spotlight on Doctor Who, but I like the route they went by going with an older actor. So far, I do like his he started out clunky, like most new doctors. They do start out clunky in the beginning. As a viewer, you're so used to the past incarnation actor doing the doctor, and whenever there's a new one, there's always those first maybe 4 or 5 episodes where you're like, I still don't know if I like this guy. Well, bring back Matt Smith. Bring back Christopher Eccleston. I wish Eccleston would have done more, or David Tennant. But by the end of the series. Story-wise, say what you will. We'll talk about that later. But I do like his performance. I do like his take on the Doctor, and we'll see where the new season goes. So Doctor Who. Yeah. Okay, the last 3 I have are 3D movies. I've mentioned in previous videos that I'm a big 3D movie completist, meaning I love all 3D. I've never had a problem ever since back when in the Viewmaster days, in the old even 3D comic books. I loved the illusion of the depth, even like lenticular. Those cards that used to come out, I would just look at them and go, how did they make it look like you can put your finger in this card? There's a depth. So yeah, when 3D TV came out, it was inevitable. It was like, I got to get one, and I did, and I love it. And I started just buying all my 3D movies. Those are pretty expensive, so usually the prices have to come down. And it's gotten to the point now where I'm pretty much buying just about everything. Just about. There are some nature documentaries, or because I have plenty of those, so it's like I don't need any more nature documentaries, or a lot of the children's films. Although I'm contradicting myself with what I did pick up here, but I'll take chances. I'll read the reviews, and if it says it has great depth performance, or it's a great presentation of the 3D, I will definitely pick it up and put it in my collection. And I do that because in the future, who knows, maybe 5-10 years down the line, they'll stop making physical 3D discs, and maybe 3D TVs will go to the wayside, and I'll have a huge collection of 3D library that I can watch until I die. So I'm talking about children's movies that I don't usually take. But this had Norm Macdonald doing one of the voices, and I do like Norm Macdonald, and that doesn't really help the movie. I did watch this, The Seventh Dwarf, which is a movie people would go, what the heck is this guy? Look at, he's got Excalibur, he's got Captain Spaulding, Dr. Phibes, and he's watching The Seventh Dwarf. Yeah, folks, I love children's movies, Home and the Toy Story movies. I love that stuff. This isn't DreamWorks. This isn't Pixar. This is it's from Shout Factory, actually, and I can't see where the studio. What studio? Oh, Seven Dwarfs Animation Company. So a little 3D company made this, animated company, and the 3D does look great. I mean, it does immerse you into its world, and things are coming out at you, and it's fun. It's very childish. It's very much for young adults. Like under 10. I think over 10 people, the kids will go, I don't want to watch this crap. But for me, as just a movie fan and a 3D fan in general, I'm very happy I got it. It comes with the slipcover, and it was cheap. It wasn't one of those expensive big massive things. Here is the discs, and I believe this is a German production. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been a German film that they brought here and redubbed, and I think that's what it is. But anyway, The Seventh Dwarf is now in my 3D collection. Speaking of total opposites, this thing I watched, and this is a mind freak, man. I don't curse usually. I try not to. I try to be family friendly. But I heard about this movie coming out to 3D, and I heard about the impact of it at the film festivals, and I didn't even know this director was still alive. Jean-Luc Godard. Never seen a Jean-Luc, how do you say that? I'm sorry, I'm not French, and I do very bad. Goodbye to Language in 3D. It's a very short, it's just over an hour experience. That's what I'll say. Like I said, I've never really seen any of his movies in the past, although he is considered, one of those, Mavericks that goes off and does whatever he wants, and people fall over and say it's a work of art. But I haven't really delved down that road of Jean-Luc Godard. But I did pick this up because 3D, and I heard that it was one of the most amazing experiences, because it's I guess his films aren't very narrative like, not very linear, where you don't know what's going on. There's all these, and just like this movie, screens go black, there's voices here. I listened to in headphones, and audio is brought in at weird times. There's weird visions on the screen. He'll show like scenes of flowers, but he'll really overdo the contrast and the colors. So the flowers are these odd purple and violet type weird looks, and his positioning of objects and cars and people, and it was shot in 3D. And when you see like super close-ups of someone's face, and you could see the nose and the part of the face coming out of the screen, kind of like that scene in Hugo with Ali G, that actor. I can't think of his name right now. The way where he goes down like that, and his face actually literally comes out at you. Visually, yeah, it's not for everybody. It's one of these movies you just probably put in and just let it go, and just go, oh wow, okay. I don't know what any of this makes, and I have no idea what it represents. And it comes with a cool little essay. Comes with a cool little essay book in here, and I read that, and it comes with the 2D and 3D. And I'll give you an idea of the. He even experiments and does weird things with the 3D. It's just not his. Here's a shot. Here's a couple making love. Here's a dog in the woods. Here's a butterfly. Here's a boat coming in, and it's like, what is this all? Does this make sense? No, it's just a series of shots, like a slideshow, and there's weird dialogue and audio and sound effects. You know how you would watch a 3D movie, and there's that depth, and let's say you have a character, and if you're familiar with 3D, one eye sees one image, the other eye sees another image, and when they're combined, and when you use either the glasses, it combines them to give you that depth, because we have two eyes, and they're not in the center, they're here and here. All you got to do is hold your finger and close one eye, close the other, and you'll see how the images is different. So when you're filming that why am I going through a 3D thing here? Anyway, when you're filming something like that, the things in the depth and then the things in the background, as a viewer, your eye can focus on the thing that's close and then look back and see the thing in there, and then this goes blurry, or you focus here and the background goes blurry. So it's like real imaging. It's like real sight. And he does this weird thing in a few times during this movie where you have a character standing there, and then another character will come in and they'll have a conversation, and then this character will go off here, and this character will stay here, and the 3D imaging would split. So this lens follows the guy that walked over there while this lens stays there, and your eyes are going like, wait a minute. But if you watch, you can go the one eye and then close the other eye, and you'll see the guy, and then you close the other and you see the girl. But if you look together, and your eyes adapt. It's a weird phenomenon that your eyes adapt to that, where if you watch both, it'll be a blurry image, but you can still see what each character is doing in those separate, and then the character will walk back and the images will come back, and then boom, we're back into the complete 3D again. It's that when I heard about that, I was like, I gotta see what he's doing in this, and how he's experimenting with 3D, the technology, and that's one of the reasons to get this. Like I said, it's not for everyone movie-wise, thematic-wise, but if you're a 3D person and you just want to see some experimental, something really cool, and the 3D is really good, it's screen expanding. Goodbye to language. And the final. Everybody has this. Everybody went out and got it this week, and I got the 3D version, and I watched it, and it was just brilliant. It was breathtaking, spectacular. I didn't go to the theater and see it. I saw it here with the big surround and the 3D, and George Miller is a directing god at his age to do something very similar, extremely similar to Road Warrior, and just top it with spectacle. And it's a movie you need to see more than once because there's so much to look at. There's so much to take in and comprehend of the visuals, the costumes, the car designs, the music. Everything in this thing is breathtaking. It's beautiful. Plus the story, how little the story is, it's great. And Tom Hardy makes a perfect Max, and Charlize Theron is beautiful in this, as raw as she is, and the women are quite beautiful too, and even the guy with the little person and the when I first saw him, I was like, was that Master Blaster? Did they dig him up and put him in the movie? But I think that character actor died. I don't think it's the same one. But anyway, great. Put that aside. Comes with the Blu-ray 3D, the Blu-ray and the DVD, and a UV code, which I won't give out right now, because I'm sure everybody has this. I think everybody loved this movie and went out and bought a version of this or a streaming version of it and has it. But now it's in my collection, in the 3D collection, Mad Max, Fury Road, beautiful. And that's my pickups for this week, or for this month. I don't know when I'll be doing another one because, like I said, funds are tight, and I'm trying to do some saving and pay bills and balance everything as best as I can, so I don't have a lot to go out and purchase. And I know this is just September. October is a big month. There's a lot of great horror stuff coming out that I can't wait to get. But that's that for now. So folks, thanks for watching my pickups. I hope I was entertaining enough to show you what I did pick up for my new collection, to add in my collection, and I'm just going to let you go. I'm just rambling. Anyway, Anyway, guys, thanks. Guys, well, there might be girls out there. Anyway, audience, thanks for watching. See you in the next pickups. Check out my other videos. I should be doing the letter P in my Defending My Collection series very shortly. That might be coming up just after this video. And I heard a noise. What happened? Something must have just settled. I was like, wait, the camera didn't fall. No. I heard it. You probably didn't hear it. And check out my other videos, and if you just stumbled on this video and you thought it was entertaining, subscribe down below. Give me a like or a dislike. It doesn't matter to me with the likes anymore. But subscribe and check out my other videos and continue to watch. And everybody have a great day, all right? You guys take care. We'll see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.